Social psychology, the bystander effect. My research question is, when given the opportunity, will people help a victim of a mean prank? And my hypothesis is that when given the opportunity to help another person, most people will not let the victim know that there's a sign on her back. So my experiment is going to take place in a store like Target or Walmart, and I'm going to pretend to be distracted by a rack of clothing while I have a friend come up behind me and stick a sign on my back that says something embarrassing like "I'm a loser" or "kick me," while a group of people watches, and I'll have a few other friends stationed around filming the entire thing. Then all I have to do is wait and see if anybody helps me. Bystander effect. A case in which individuals do not offer any means of help to a victim when other people are present. Conformity. Acting according to certain accepted social standards. Social loafing. The tendency for people in a group to exert less effort when pooling their efforts towards attaining a common goal than when individually accountable. One experiment that also tested bystander intervention was conducted by John Darley and Bibb Latané in 1964, and they set up the experiment so that a college-age subject, was in a room by himself with a microphone and speaker, and they were told that they were going to have a conversation with either 1 to 5 other people, but these people were pre-recorded voices, and one of the pre-recorded voices was of a student having a seizure, and the experiment found that when the subject was only having a one-to-one conversation, so it was only the one other student, the student that was having the seizure, they were more likely to help than if they thought it was 5 other people in the conversation also. And only 31% of subjects altogether sought help for the student that was having the seizure. Another experiment that tested the bystander effect in children was conducted by Maria Plotner of the Max Planck Institute, and she and her colleagues gathered together a group of 65-year-olds as the subjects, and they put the subjects in one of 3 situations. The first situation was alone in a room with an adult actor, and the second situation was with 2 other kids and the adult actor, but the 2 other kids couldn't help. And the third situation was with 2 other kids that could help and the adult actor. And they were told that they would be doing a coloring activity. So a little bit into the coloring activity, the adult actor knocked over a cup of water onto her desk and started to complain and ask for help. And the study found that when the kids were most likely to help when they were alone or when the 2 other kids couldn't help, and only about 50% of the kids helped when they were with the 2 other kids that could help.
Hey, I haven't seen you like forever. What's up? Hi, so I'll see you at school later?
Yeah. Oh my god, thank you. So for data, I found that out of 3 different locations with maybe 10 to 15 people in each location, only 1 person overall told me that or showed me that I had the sign on my back. In conclusion, obviously most people did not tell me that I had the sign on my back, This lack of help can be contributed mainly to the bystander effect, which entails the desire to conform and the diffusion of responsibility. Since other people were around that weren't helping me, people followed the accepted social standard of letting me walk around with a sign on my back. And also, I found it interesting that the man that had finally helped me, I initially would have thought was kind of a scarier person, and he was dressed in darker clothes and had a meaner look on his face, in my opinion. So that taught me that stereotypes can definitely be wrong.